No, Nico. Not a good move. No, 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 no. Not a good move. What did you call me? Let's go back. It's on a previous upload. What did you call me? Mr. Rodriguez, what did you call me? You call me a pedo, a pedophile? Do you know where Barry is right now? Do you know part of the reason he's there? Yeah? Don't think of ever making your home in the Philippines. That ain't gonna happen. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you straight up front. That ain't gonna happen. Now I got more against you. A lot more. I want to know what love is. And I want to know what love is, but let me show you my love. I'm gonna get myself a little 14-year-old. Yeah. See how it is to fuck a little child. And I'm gonna show you what love is, honey. Get on all four, honey. Shut the fuck up, kid. I'm gonna smack you. I'm gonna fuck you up the ass. I'm an older man that got together with a teenage girl of 14 years old. And I've had what was consensual sex with her. Because I'm a real man. Teenage girl of 14 years old, and I've had what was consensual sex with her. You want to come over and see me, boy? Son? You want to come over and see me? You cum licking cocksucker? Daddy fucked you up the asshole? And I bet you enjoyed it, motherfucker. How's it like me to stick this up your fucking asshole? You like assholes? Anyway, I have an upload on there. It should be uploaded about now. It's a little piece of recording on there. You know how I document things, Snicko. You should know better than that. Oh, the horrible things you're saying about a Filipina. The horrible things you're saying about me. You call me a pedophile and an undesirable and everything else you called me. I'm a bad father. Do you know that's libelous? Did you know that? I mean, I'm just asking you. Do you know that's libelous? You're going to have a little talk with Barry sometime and ask him how's he doing in there. Would he like another roommate? Well, you're pretty brave behind the, you're pretty brave behind that cell phone of yours. You hit the key word. That's all I wanted to hear. You called me a pedophile. That's all I needed to hear. I could drown out everything else. Why do you think Barry's in such trouble, Snicko? Yeah, that's one of the reasons. If you haven't learned. Yeah, I'm going to listen to that again. Anyway, it's out there. It should be out there right now. You know? But this guy, he wears shorts that are like skirts. And he doesn't wear any underwear underneath them. Yeah, the Mushroom Man. The Mushroom Man. The Mushroom Man. The Mushroom Man. Okay, let's sing a song. There's a guy that... Jazz on jazz. There's a guy that has a pee-pee as small as a mushroom. Because it's the Mushroom Man, the Mushroom Man, the Mushroom Man, the Mushroom Man. There we go. There we go. Especially you. So you're calling me a pedophile. You want to go the route of Barry, right? Oh, now I got good reason to want you to come over here. What's about? Did I hit a nerve? I'm always hitting a nerve with you, ain't I? That's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's the whole purpose. To hit a nerve. You call me undesirable. You call me a bad father. You're calling me a pedophile. You're calling me psychologically mental. Did you know that's libelous? I mean, you think you would learn by now? See, the thing is, loose lips sink ships.
Pedophile. I'll say it. Frank is a pedophile. 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 Frank Battaglia 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 is a pedophile. I'll say it over and over again that you're a pedophile, dude. And there ain't a fucking thing you can do about it. Not a fucking thing, because that's what the fuck you are. You don't like it? Go do something about it, Frank.
And loose mouth like yours could get you just as much trouble as Barry's in. Oh, you don't think I do things about it? Oh, you don't live in the Philippines, so I can't do nothing. Well, I can make it hard for you to ever live in the Philippines if you ever decided to retire out here. I could certainly do that. And if push came to shove in a situation with you face to face, I could present all these documents. You know, all that stuff. Frail, my ass. What do you think wiping off camera about? I've been working out. I just happen to be one of these people that pretty much demands respect. So make any judgments you want on me, but understand one thing about me. I'm not a person to fuck with. I'm not a person to fuck with. Forget about my height, which I have no problem with, by the way. Forget about my fucking age. It's a fucking number. I've been working out.
Welcome again to You Got Exposed, Idiot. Today's topic is Frank the Pest Battaglia exposed. Before we get started, it's important to talk about how we got here to expose the pest. On April 12th, we ran a 3-day poll with Frank, Sick Grandpa, and Sunshine Shoulders, which totaled 121 votes. Our man Frank was the winner by 39%, a mere 3% over Sick Grandpa. We try our best to avoid runaway polls by putting other comparable people, losers, to maintain a fair outcome. If we would have calculated subscriber counts into these polls to determine a winner, Sick Grandpa would have been the winner by a lot. Well, Grandpa, I'm sorry you lost, but maybe next time. All right, folks, let's get started with the Battaglia family. We'll start with Frank, a 69-year-old man out of Washington State. Frank, the island boy, is a freelance photographer, but you'd never guess it by watching his YouTube channel. There's nothing like the evergreen state of Washington, where our man Frank kicked off his career as a criminal, stalker, and pest all rolled into one. Our first case came out of King County Superior Court for an unlawful detainer. When you go into the case, it's actually an eviction from October 1979, where he had a month-to-month lease for $200. This is equivalent to $860 today. It's pretty lame when you can't even afford $200 a month for rent, but Frank was just getting started. He gets better with time. To give better context, let's discuss the Battaglia family a little bit, just a little bit. Here are some honorable mentions. Frank E. Battaglia, extradition to Kansas for theft and burglary. Yes, winning. In checking the record, this particular Frank had multiple tax liens, judgments, a foreclosure, and a Chapter 13 bankruptcy. You would think for someone who worked most of his life as a senior mortgage banker could at least keep his own home from being foreclosed on. He should have kept his previous job at BSNF as a railroad engineer. It would have been less embarrassing than seeing a mortgage specialist losing his home. Now that's the Battaglia name for you. The next honorable mention is out of New York, with the street name of Fat Frank, who went to federal prison for conspiracy and drug charges. Seems to be a pattern now. There's also Alfred Battaglia, who can't seem to pay his taxes. He's also listed in a lawsuit, which we'll talk about last. The final honorable mention is Frank Battaglia Jr., who had a theft case from Washington State for a whopping $240. He failed to appear so many times that the court gave up renewing the warrant and finally dismissed the case. Now, those Battaglias ain't no joke in the loser category. They mean business. Oh, and one more. There's Shauna Battaglia from Washington, who doesn't actually have any problems in her history. So the record says, but I think she just hasn't been caught yet. Back to our man Frank the Pest. This one's a little more juicy, involving an unlawful harassment case in October 1990 with a young female he just wouldn't leave alone. There was a 10-year age gap between them at the time. Let's see here. Frank continued to write letter after letter after letter to the courts disputing the validity of the no-contact order request. He goes on with the letters calling her all kinds of names. It then goes even further because Frank had his minions write character letters to the courts explaining how righteous he was. Fucking Pest. When two people point the finger at each other, you start by looking into both people's past. Frank says she did community service for a theft case, but we couldn't find a criminal record for her, including diversions where it was later dismissed for completion of such community service. As a matter of fact, we couldn't find any evidence of problems where she had to pull out restraining orders on anyone else since then. And it's been God knows how much time that she's had, 24 years since October 1990, to act out. Obviously, the courts didn't believe him, and neither do we. Now for a short advertisement. Here at Nasty Slut Photography, we strive to be the very best in what we do and have a passion for barely legal teenage women that like to be stalked. Call now for the Frank special. We'll photo that snatch like no other. She got the happy ending after changing her name, getting married, leaving the state for California, but the next one wasn't so lucky. Our man Frank decided a quantity discount was the way to go and took down an entire family, children and all, in a great state of Hawaii. Frank has had a lot of other issues, like multiple bankruptcies, minor criminal infractions, non-criminal traffic, and so much more. Won't you be my neighbor? What an awful human being. Now for the good stuff. His restraining order and lawsuit out of Hawaii. On July 6, 2023, a lawsuit was filed against Frank following a restraining order a week later because our Pest Frank, who rented out part of his house to a small family in Hawaii, felt the urge to harass, threaten, stalk, and film the occupants. He had no reservation to the children occupants. They got nailed to and sexualized in the process. In addition to all this, he invited the local bedbug community to fester among the tenants to make sure everyone had their evening lovin' when they crawled into bed for a good night's sleep. You'll never be alone with Frank. If that's not enough for you, he also carries on with his existing wife, Hilda, which seems to be nothing more than an annoying arrangement. See for yourself.
What now, sweetheart? Love of my life. Oh, you found oh my God, she found the peaches. Are you willing to spend almost 1,000 pesos on 2 peaches? Yeah, really? Really? She loves peaches. I do too, but would you spend almost $20 on 2 pieces? God, Gilda. Gina. You want that? You pay for that. I don't,
I tried.
You better enjoy this down to the pit, let me tell you. Down to the pit. Now, this is what you call excessive spending.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay, so this is where we stop and...
What an awful human being.
Did you know that the coloring in some food?
You're so nasty, Frank.
It comes from a bug.
Nasty, awful human being. You see, Frank has never been a nice man and probably never will be. Personally, I don't subscribe to his behavior, but from checking out his YouTube, there's no shortage of losers who do. Thanks for watching.
So, Nico, I had to have it come from your mouth. I had to have it come from your mouth. Thank you for that. I got more on you, Nico, than you know. Push comes to shove, you're in big-ass trouble. I'll tell you that right now. Unfortunately, some people only learn, well, that's my point. Some people only learn the hard way. That's a great point. Excellent. Barry learned. Maybe Nico's next. Oh, I remember everything you say, Nico. Everything. There's nothing wrong with my long-term memory. And even my short-term ain't that bad. According to what you say, I'll remember it. So you're calling me a pedophile. You're calling me undesirable. Okay, you wish I was dead. You're talking horrible things about my girlfriend who happens to be a Filipino. You're on a roll. That's exactly what I told Barry. I said, you're on a roll. Keep it up. Keep it up. I would apologize to you for anything I said about your girlfriend, wife, whatever she is. Sometimes you wake up and you realize you don't want to put yourself on the level of other people. What did he say about Sheila now? Dimples? Holy fucking shit. I'm Dimples. I'm Dimples. Dumples? Yeah, Dumples. She probably got some loose pussy lips that hang from here to eternity. I'll bet you on that. I'll bet you on that. She's got some hangers, man. She got some mud flaps, that's for sure. What a lowlife this bitch is, huh? That's one lowlife bitch. I'll tell you that. Lowlife fucking bitch. Man. Shit, those kind of women, you take your dick out and you piss on them. That's the kind of Filipina that you don't want. Absolutely. I'll call her every fucking name in a fucking book. Bitch, cunt, con artist. Yeah. Yeah. That's what she is. She's an overweight desperado. She got a big ol' ass. Dumples. Dumples has a big fucking ass. What is wrong with Nico's some fucking low-life fucking Puerto Rican, fat Puerto Rican who got blown up in a military exercise. He's blind in one eye, his face is disfigured, he can't smile, and he's got the ugliest snaggle teeth, and he's fatter than shit, but he's got a big mouth. Put your money where your mouth is, fat boy. Does that answer your question? And he's never gotten laid. I don't know when's the last got laid is when he had children. Probably his last time. Because that accident blew off his nuts is what happened. He lost his three-piece set. That's exactly what happened. And that's why he doesn't get laid. That's why he's got a female friend, because he can't do nothing about it. He can't even jack off. He has to use a, what do you call it? It's like a colostomy type bag. It's just a fucking piss. Fucking ass. What is wrong with this guy? This is a mentally ill motherfucker, man, if I've ever seen or heard of one in my life. Holy fucking shit. I'll put word out there and you're not going to like the word. I'll make your life miserable, you moron bitch. She never said that, you cunt, you fucking cunt. That's what you are, I'll say it. You're a fucking cunt. Don't talk about me or my wife ever again, you son of a bitch. You wear too much eye makeup. You look like a fucking whore. You talk like a fucking street whore. And you are a piece of trash. Nasty mouth. Nasty attitude. Trash. Shut your fucking mouth, cunt. Because you are a disgusting person. Oh, jeez. Call me a pedophile, huh? I don't know, what's worse, talking about my girlfriend or calling me a pedophile? I tell you, buddy, you better have damn proof that I'm a fucking pedophile. You better have some damn fucking proof. Those are fighting words, buddy. Ask Barry. Ask Barry. Ask Barry. In jail 3 years. Plus. Ask Barry. Oh, Nico never says anything about anybody. That's what he says. Oh, he's saying about me. But my girlfriend? Come on, that's pretty low. I don't say anything about Maria. Do I say anything about Maria? No, I absolutely do not. That's low. That's low. That's just really low. I expect this kind of shit from Barry or some other creeps like Popeye or something, but come on. Show a little respect for a woman. I know that's a difficult thing for you to do because all Filipinos in your mind, it's horrible what you said, that they're all hoes. Oh, jeez. This guy's a death wish or something, man. Well, that's not the best part. No, 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 no. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Shout out to Brent. Shout out to Brandon. Shout out to Big E. Shout out to Shout Out. Shout out to me. Shout out to Shout Out. Shout out, shout out. Shout out. I have PayPal too. Don't forget I have PayPal. She says, I have PayPal. So if you maxed out your credit card, you could always send me PayPal. Let's not forget I have PayPal. Did I remind you that I have PayPal? I'm going to remind you I have PayPal. Yes, I will suck on a lemon now to make more money. I suck on eggplant with peanut butter, make a fool out of myself. But I'm willing to do the challenges to make more money on my show. So now I suck on lemons. I suck on lemons. Here, suck this, baby. Suck this, baby. Here, I'll give you something to suck on. Suck on eggplant. Suck on lemons. Here, baby, suck on this. Here, suck on this, why don't you? Suck on this. But you never will, man. You're never going to suck on this. Suck your lemons, because that's all you have. Trash, I tell you, trash. Trash. Here, suck on this, baby. But you're never going to get a chance. I'll give you something to suck. I'll give you something to suck. Yeah. This guy, I just hope he winds up in jail. That's all. I'd be the happiest person in the world. It's where he belongs. It's where he fucking belongs. This guy is really, really a big fucking loser. Some women develop a complex when they're jealous of somebody else. Oh, they're bad. They're ugly. They're not as beautiful as me. Well, first of all, honey, you wish you looked as good as my partner. You only wished. You know who you are. You can't sing. You're ugly as shit. You're the ugliest broad I've ever seen in my entire life. But I will tell you, she's the ugliest, fuggliest woman I've ever seen. You're not only ugly, you're fugly. You're the size of a dwarf. You're skinny as a scarecrow. Honey, when pigs can fly, then you'll be more beautiful than my partner. Dream on, because that's all you can do. You're a product of a bad birth. Let's face it, you gotta live with your ugly self. Fugly ugly. Fugly ugly. Oh my God. And don't be accusing me of those fucking Facebook things, man. I don't even know your monkey face girlfriend's fucking last name. Oh my God. Holy fucking shit. Don't mind what Dave says or anybody else. Fuck him. Screwball. And his wife is a fat sow, by the way. How do you like that? I said it, Dave. Your wife's a fat sow. She's an ugly pig. She's with you for the fucking money. How do you like that, Dave? And you're a lousy father. Then you don't mind me talking about your sow, that ugly bitch that you have as a wife, the bar girl. The teenager you got together with and you defiled her. You want to get that low, huh? Okay, well, let's get even with this. Your wife is an ugly, short, fat bar girl that you met when she was a teenager. You like young children. I feel sorry for your child because you may possibly do something with her. Sometimes you wake up and you realize you don't want to put yourself on the level of other people.